you're watching this video because you have what it takes and you are going to hit 10K. Like, that's already confirmation. Like, it's not, oh my gosh, am I? Like, it's not about if, it's about when. And one video could literally, you could have 10K tomorrow with the right video. You have to expand your mind, expand the possibility, because it's all within your reach. Like, I really do believe that everything is possible. Like, if you want it, it is possible for you. That's the way I choose to live my life, and I believe, and that's what I share in my series, Operation Dream Girl. So if you like the vibes here, you should definitely stay and subscribe and just check out my other types of content. But I'm just here to encourage you and to let you know that I see you, I understand, and YouTube is hard, but you can do hard things, which is the good news. Hey babes, it's Crystal. I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually giving tips to the aspiring YouTubers, whether you're just starting out or maybe you have a channel and you're trying to take it up to the next level. I never gatekeep, and honestly, I'm really proud of my growth. I started in 2023. I was monetized in like 10 months, and ever since then I've been steadily getting paid from YouTube. I've been steadily growing my community on YouTube. I just hit 10K not too long ago. I'm really gonna hit 20K soon, really, because that's the way you have to think. I was making YouTube advice videos when I had 500 subscribers. Now I have over 12K, y'all. It's so much that I think when it comes to being a creator in general, that there's a lot of overthinking and there's a lot of analysis paralysis. But this video, I'm just going to give y'all the real. I do have my notes here, so don't, be alarmed. But if I was just starting out, I would want somebody to speak life into me, but also speak truth, because having a YouTube is not for the weak, okay? It is so much bigger, so much harder, so much more that goes into being a YouTuber than being a TikToker or an Instagrammer. Like, no disrespect, because I'm trying to do it all. And I am, so you should connect with me on everything at Christelle Angel XO. But it's like, YouTube is a whole different beast. So when you put in all the work it takes to create a YouTube video and then it flops, it really just makes you want to end it all for real. So don't I know, I'm not gonna sit here on a high horse and act like I don't know what it's like to flop, or I don't know what it's like to pull an all-nighter trying to get a YouTube video out. But I'm gonna give y'all the real tips that nobody's willing to just be straight up with y'all. We don't have time for the fluff. Let's get into this video. I'm super excited. It's time to get down to business, because you could really have your first 10K before the end of this year. And that's not delusional. That's believing in yourself. And when you apply what you learn, and you apply strategy, you apply personality, you apply creativity, you're golden. So without further ado, let's get into the video. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Now, stay with me, because I know if you're not looking for the cliches, listen, unfortunately, the cliches are right. With YouTube, you're going to look back at your first video and be like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? When I look back at my first thumbnails, I was editing in iMovie, and no shade, no tea to the people who edit in iMovie. I don't even know what that looks like anymore. Now I've graduated to CapCut, and one day I'll be in Final Cut Pro maybe, or there's another one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I use that font? Oh my gosh, that transition was ugly. Don't worry about that, because it's always going to be at that stage if you never start. So whether you haven't started or you haven't posted in a few weeks or really months, you need to start creating, and you need to be consistent. If you're not even consistent, at least one upload long form a week, you don't even need to be watching this video. We'll get into that. Anyway, if you know that one day you're going to look back on your first video or your first couple videos and be like, oh my gosh, girl, what was that? And you haven't even started yet, or you're still in the early stages of your YouTube, you're just delaying that. It's inevitable. Unfortunately, you have to start somewhere. But if you never start, you're always going to be at that level. So don't be afraid of looking a mess low-key when you start. All that matters is that you're creating. And YouTube is hard. You're a video editor, you're a graphic designer, you're a marketing professional, but it's so rewarding. I want to make sure that y'all know, yes, YouTube pays the most. Honestly, YouTube has paid multiple of my bills. I intend for YouTube to be paying my rent soon. But it's you don't need to start or continue to try and elevate your channel if your goal is monetization, because it'll show, because you'll be acting out of desperation and you'll be trying to copy what other people have done and what's worked for other people. You need to create from what you want to create, from what you know your voice needs to share, whether it's documenting your life or sharing a journey that you're on, or providing value, because everybody has value to provide, whether it's educational or entertainment, or just literally there is something that everybody has to offer. So I don't want to hear, oh my gosh, I don't know what to record, oh my life is boring. Turn it into art. That's the era that I'm in, okay? But you cannot turn it into the art with the idea of how much it's going to be sold for. You just have to create for the love of the game. Because if you're trying to do it for the money or the views and whatnot, when you don't get it, you're going to want to quit. And then it's like, what's the point? Like, I just want y'all to be for real before we get into the tips. You really need to check your why, check your mindset before you embark on being a YouTuber, because this is hard, but it's the most rewarding part of being a creator for me so far. So tip number 1, figure out your audience. The algorithm follows the audience. The audience doesn't follow the algorithm. So you don't need to be worried about algorithm, this, that, analytics, this, that. Like, yes, it's important, but you need to figure out your audience, because if you know who you're talking to, then you know how to create, you know how to speak, you know how to promote. Like, you cannot appeal to the masses while still building a brand for yourself. Stand for everything, stand for nothing. Like, is that, I don't even know the phrase, but what I'm saying is, like, your audience needs to be like specifically for you. Like, who are you trying to talk to? For me, I talk to people who love to improve themselves, who challenge like toxic mindsets. I'm with people who like to live well, who literally value their overall wellness. They like to dream big, expand their mind, make their dreams into realities, as well as look good while they do it. So we talk about beauty and fashion and skincare, all the things, hair care, because I know you see it. But it's like, that's my audience. And so when I post, like, they know what they're gonna get when they come to my channel. So ask yourself, like, okay, what do I want to be known for? What can I offer? And then let it flow from there. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Like, you don't have to overshare your business. I understand, so use your discernment with that. But me doing random chit chats about, being 25 with basically no love life, or being a cutie and not a baddie, like, those videos went viral for me because, listen, I'm gonna just say it. I'm not even gonna downplay it. They went viral. You can check them out. They were some of my most popular videos on here, because it's like, I was just being vulnerable. I was sharing, and people relate to that. And that vulnerability builds community. It builds authenticity. It builds connection and trust. And that is the best basis to have a community on, Tip number 2, titles and thumbnails are everything. Your content could be golden, but if that thumbnail is not giving, and if that title is not interesting and SEO optimized, it's not going to go anywhere. You need to look at the thumbnail and be like, would I click on this? If I saw this in like a grid of 20 other thumbnails, would I click on it? Would the title intrigue me? Like, some of y'all are titling stuff like, vlogging my life, let's get matcha. The boring. Like, y'all, be for real. Like, the girls, like, ask a question in your title, or talk about, can we be honest? Like just like, you need to get creative. Your title doesn't need to necessarily just be like, I did this, and this in the video. Like, you can get the essence of the video in the thumbnail. You can even put exactly what you do as like little keywords on the thumbnail, but your title needs to be intriguing and SEO optimized. Okay, now if you don't know what that is, search engine optimization, like, is this searchable? Like, are people going on YouTube to find this? And if they're browsing, are they going to click that? And the tools that have helped me the most are TubeBuddy, and vidIQ is another one. I use TubeBuddy for every upload, and I type in the title that I'm going to use on my video into the YouTube search bar, and I keep going until I get a 100 usually. If I can't get a 100, at least a 90 plus like SEO score. And it basically gives you a score on how searchable it is, like how many times people are searching it, and the relevancy, I think. Let me do it real quick so I'm not lying to y'all. It tells you a score based on the competition and the search volume. Because if you're like trying to do a title and it's amazing, it has so much search volume, but it's like overly competitive because it's oversaturated, maybe your content won't be pushed because there's other people doing it, and they might be doing it better because they have a better intro or a better title or a better thumbnail or whatever. That's why it's like, you just need to be the best that you can be. Canva is your best friend for thumbnails. Also, quick plug, I am a marketing professional and I do make thumbnails. Book me, Creatively Christelle. I'll link everything in the description. But it's like, your thumbnail needs to eat. And I know some girls are like, oh my gosh, everybody does the same 4-picture format. Da, 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 da. It's just like, find what works for you. If it's aesthetic, like it'll give. Justine's camera roll does amazing with like editing and Photoshop and this, that, and the third with intriguing thumbnails. And I need to take like a lesson out of her book. Because I feel like my thumbnails do get repetitive, but hey, like, the formula, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, the formula seems to work, and I'm pleased with it. That's how it's different than like TikTok or Instagram, because people are scrolling like, okay, they'll stop, but people aren't even seeing your content until they click it on YouTube. And if your thumbnail and your title are not giving, they're not going to click it. So make sure you focus on those. I'm also going to say on the topic of like vlogging versus value, because some people, this is the argument that like when you're just starting out, you can't vlog. I don't think that's true. I think you just, if you're going to vlog, it needs to be in an unselfish way. Somebody needs to like be able to watch it and be like, okay, what are they going to get out of this? Are they going to feel less alone? Are they going to feel like, dang, like this is me, like this is what I do? Are they going to be like, oh, like she's in my same career field, or she's in the same place in life that I am in? Like, you need to figure out a way to market it, make it relatable. Even if it's not relatable, make it relatable. You have to get creative. Like, you just must get creative, bro. Make it outwardly facing. It's not all about you. That's your personal video diary that can stay in the camera roll. If it's going to be all about you, make it outward facing so that you can find your people, so that your people can really find you. Consistency builds trust. This is the same thing that goes for you. If you're not consistent with the things that you say you're going to do, you lack trust in yourself, which is why you can't stick to your routines. Oh, I'm so unmotivated. Oh, I'm so undisciplined. No, you're just not consistent. You need to flex and build that muscle of consistency. And the same principle goes to YouTube. If you're talking about, oh my gosh, why am I not growing? And you have not posted at least one long form video every single week for the last 6 months, you're not consistent. This is a long haul type of platform. So you need to show up for the long haul. It is hard. But number one, consistency means you keep on showing up, which means eventually something is going to stick. I say it in basically almost every video at this point. Your success is inevitable as long as you keep showing up. You need to be consistent. That means you need to batch create sometimes. If you need to sit down and record 3 different videos, schedule them out for 3 weeks, even if you're like, dang, like, is this worth it? Like, I don't know. Like, you need to be consistent, okay? I saw a lot of growth when I was doing 2 uploads a week. Now, I just got laid off. I have a lot of time on my hands. At that point, I don't think, was I working at that point? I was either working part-time or I had time. But either way, like, sometimes I would stay up. I don't recommend this, but, you know, like, it would be a Saturday. I would film at like 5 p.m. I would be editing 7 to like 10 p.m. I would be doing thumbnail and stuff to like 2, 3 a.m. Boom, I got a Sunday upload out though. And hey, like, I wouldn't recommend it, but like, I was dedicated. It's a matter of like, how bad do you want it? Like, obviously, like, plan ahead. Don't sacrifice your sleep, but you have to be consistent. Like, everybody's going to say that because it's true. And if you're trying to build a platform without being consistent, you're delusional, but in a negative way. So actually, like the video, save it for later, but go edit like right now. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Like, you don't need to be worried about growth if you're not consistent. I say that with love, babe, but like, get your priorities together. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. You can't do a long form, do a short. There's no excuse. A short. It's short. The same thing you would post on Instagram or TikTok, post it on shorts. That's the easiest way to get subscribers. It's just right there. They're scrolling. Oh, she's cute. Oh, I like this. Subscribe. Y'all, it's a cheat code. Post a short. You can't post a long form. Fine. You can't post a short. Okay, fine. Post on the community tab. Something, bro. You must engage with the platform if you want to grow on it. It's simple. Stop overcomplicating it, okay? Also, don't be so attached to an idea or like a type of content if it's not performing. And if you want performance, it's like, if you're willing to just post and something is consistently flopping, then you post it. But if you want the ROI on it, you need to like consider other ways of packaging. Like, I think Kira Monique does a great job of this, like the storytelling. Like, I don't really know sometimes what her vlog is going to be about. And yes, okay, these people have teams and help, but you just need to try. Listen, try different things and see what sticks. You will find your groove. You will find what you need to do. And then it all comes together. And then when your audience finds you, they have a whole library of content of yours that flop, that will have a resurgence because they're like, oh my gosh, we love you. Let me binge your content. So yeah, consistency, packaging. That's all I got to say on that. Stay within YouTube. If you can't do a long form, do a short form. Can't do a short form, do a community tab. If you can't do anything, go back to TikTok. Hook them fast. Same thing, y'all. Unfortunately, our attention spans are kind of cooked. So if I get on your video and you started off like, hey guys, y'all, get to the point. Do a montage. I love a good montage. Like, whether it's just like in this video and like a whole bunch of like aesthetic clips of what you're doing in the vlog, or you could do like a compilation of the most like the best parts of your video or the most shocking or whatever. Like treat it like TikTok, but like make it for YouTube, if that makes sense. Or just be like, hey y'all, in this video, this is what we're gonna get into. So if that interests you, like keep watching, and then you have your little intro. There was an era where everybody had a long 30-second, like, ooh, I'm such a baddie intro for YouTube. People don't care about that, at least not until they're invested in you and your channel. Even my intros, I've shortened them a lot. Like it's really just a, hey, this is my name, subscribe. And I do that like after I talk about what's going to be in the video. And I feel like that at least gives the people the incentive to stay. Because if I hop on your video and it's just like edits of you looking cute and you're not talking about the video, I'm just going to exit, bro. Like, I don't have time. Get to the point. I'm trying to boss up my life. I'm at YouTube University and you're playing games. Like, we don't have time for that. Like, when you watch back your video as you're editing, it's like, would I keep watching this? Would I let it play? Like, is it grabbing my attention? Is it, like, valuable? Like, just, you have to think like a consumer, think like a watcher, think like a creator, yes, but also think like somebody in your audience. So also within tip number 4, show personality, y'all. This is YouTube. People want to hear you yap. They want to hear your little quirks and everything. Like, this is not the time to be skimping and like trying to be all serious unless that's the vibe on your channel. Like, this is YouTube, and the Y stands for yappers. Like, please, like, show personality, show shape, friend, show shape. Now I'm getting better at it, but like engage with your audience. These people are genuine people who literally watch you. They feel like, you know, like you're watching right now. Maybe my loyal people, like I know not everybody wants to be a YouTuber, so not all my community is watching this video, but like people, I will continuously see them in my comments, and you need to be responding to those comments. You need to be asking questions. You need to be responding, having conversations. Like this should be like a safe space where you're having like connection. You're building that community. If you just post and go and you don't respond to anybody, like it's just not a good look. And it's also just like, you're not above the program. I fear like you are, like you're that girl, you're that guy, whoever, but like you're not above the program and you're not better than anybody. I understand it's a lot and life be lifing, but be intentional. And sometimes it'll even give you a prompt to respond to people. Like respond and engage with your audience, bro. Like it's just not that hard. Like your subscribers, this is fam. These are the friends, these are the babes. Like ask questions, do polls, like make it interactive, because when you build that camaraderie in that community, y'all grow together. The purpose is for your channel to be like living and breathing and evolving. You don't want it to be stagnant and flat and disjointed. Is that the word I'm going for? Like this is a community. This is not just us watching. Like this is like we see each other, not just you seeing me and me seeing you, and like that's not the purpose. The purpose is connection. So just remember that and stay engaged with your audience, because it's all working in your favor. Like it also in turn tells the algorithm, oh, like people are having conversations, so maybe this person would like it, or maybe they'll like comments can change people's life. If your content is changing people's life and people are having realizations in the comments, that could also change somebody else's life. You just don't even know the chain reaction of things that can happen when you're engaging the audience. YouTube is not an island. Like, you know, it's in the well, I don't know if it's actually in the metaverse or whatever, but it's like, share your YouTube. Like you can make your YouTube long forms, cut it down into shorts. It literally can automatically do that. You can link your shorts back to long form videos. Link it on Instagram stories, on Threads, on TikTok, on Twitter. Link it all. Like you need to be cross posting, bro, because some people want more of you from your, like who wants a little 1-2 be on TikTok when they could have 30 minutes of you? They love you. So post your you have to pub your channel. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to promote. You need to promote, because this is your channel. You want more people to see it, so cross promote. You can't, like some people have done it, but I just feel like you're sleeping on views. You're missing on views and community and connection if you're treating YouTube like an island. Like that's not the way to do it, for real. Sometimes you need to look at the analytics to see what's working and what's not, okay? Don't be afraid. YouTube Studio is a must. It will tell you what video brought the most subscribers, the click-through rates, where you lost them at, where they stopped watching, what they most replayed, what times your viewers are active. Sometimes it'll even tell you what videos your subscribers are watching. Like they like videos like this, or they like channels like this. Like YouTube Studio has a lot of resources that can really help you like to understand like, okay, what's performing and what's not, so that can shape your strategy. Because if you're just doing just ba 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 bada bing bada boom, like what are we doing? Like you literally have the tools at your hand, at your fingertips. Reach them, look at them. It's a part. This is a business. You have to look and see what's working, what's not, so you can adjust. Don't be afraid to pivot. Like, analytics should not be the end all be all, but they are a part of the equation. And you know, two things can be true at the same time. Because I promise you, I know what it's like to spend so much time creating a video and then it flops and you're like, bro, like, like, what is the point? Like, what am I even doing? Like, am I even a YouTuber? Like, oh, this is so embarrassing. Like, I've been there. I understand. I know. But you have to keep on showing up. And honestly, like, give the analytics something to pivot. Give them something to talk about, okay? Because sometimes the studio can be a little shady. It can be like, like it just has like a little headline sometimes that, like, if things are like, oh yeah, they kind of didn't like, I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is, like, use it as a challenge. Like, YouTube studio, y'all sleeping on me? Now I'm gonna create something until my analytics pop off and they say, yeah, good job, lately your channel's been popping off. Like, yeah, you look at it like that. It's a challenge. You got this. And like, don't make it your end all be all, but let it shape your strategy a little bit, because there's so much. In fact, let me go in the studio right now to see if there's anything that's like jumping out to me that I want to mention. It tells you your latest short performance, your newest achievements. I'm about to hit 3 million views on my channel in the lifetime. I have 12.7K right now. But y'all, I'm gonna get that 100K plaque. Like, I'm already knowing, which is why you also need to speak these things into existence and also believe that they're on their way to you. The same way you're on the way to them, you want these things, they're on their way to you. Because why not? It doesn't have to be like 10K is slight work. I know if you're watching this video, you're like, girl, no, it's not. But it is. You need to adjust your mindset and be like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna get 10K. Duh. It'll highlight some top comments, your recent subscribers, your latest posts. It gives you ideas. It gives you like recaps, what's working, what's not, your most searched, your most viewed, your most clicked. Like, I freaking love YouTube Studio. You can see your content and you can look at it just by video. You can look at your channel overview. Your hard work paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 995% more views than usual. I had a video go viral of like my back transformation, and people don't read anymore. It's actually really scary. But basically, I did a picture of me in the before and in the during, and then the last one I was like, one day. Obviously, that's my goal, and I feel like I've seen that picture of the girl's back on Pinterest everywhere. Like, everybody's like, "Oh, you're such a liar." Da, da, da. I'm like, babe, I never said that was me. I literally said this is my inspiration in the comments, in the title of the video, and on the screen. I'm like, y'all are not reading, but hey, it got over 500K views. I had to deal with a couple people in the comments, but actually my community started fighting back for me, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, bro. But I say all that to say that, hey, it's money in my bank account. Every time I get a hate comment, that's still money in my account. So whoop-de-doo. And don't let the analytics define you. Lately, this is something that's been coming up. Like, this is just data, or data, whatever you want to say, but it's just like data. It's just numbers. They don't define you. They don't, like, let them like guide you to like, okay, this is where I want to go, this is where I want to like stay away from. But it's not like, oh my gosh, I suck, I'm a failure because my videos aren't working. That's not what analytics are for. They're just like, hey, this is where the numbers are. Don't overvalue them. Just let them, you know, kind of guide or sway your strategy. So those are my best tips, but don't worry, I have some bonus ones. Oh, I have some things to avoid. Let's get into the things to avoid. Do not make these mistakes, because I made them and they're just not worth it. Don't ghost the platform. Like I said, just stay in the platform. There's no excuse. You can't do a long form video for whatever reason, because mind you, as long as it's over 8 minutes, you can have ads before, middle, and during. Ads are how you get paid. So you don't want to do something overly short so that you're not getting the most like ad spend, basically. So if you can do, because I used to be in an era where I was like, okay, nah, my videos all need to be like 30 minutes for the watch hours. I understand that, but it's like, you're overcomplicating it. Maybe your video is just going to be 10 minutes, and that's okay. That's okay. Some of these girls will drop a 1 hour, 2 hour vlog. I don't think I've ever done that yet, but it's loading, you know, if I go on vacation or whatever. But it's like, just get out a video that you can get out. This one, don't try to just recreate a trending thumbnail. Like, sometimes you'll see like people just like no text, no anything, and they're just like, it's just like a random picture, and it kind of works. It's like, oh, you'll see this when you're ready to see this. That works for some people. Like, I don't know. Whenever I try to create thumbnails like that, and for this one, I'm gonna try and create a thumbnail with just one picture, like of me and like some text or something. But those honestly haven't really performed for me in the past. So you can do an A/B thumbnail test, but it's like, don't just see a viral thumbnail and think that you can just snap and just do it, and it's gonna also go viral because you're mistaken. Like, I don't know, it could work, but just know you're taking a big gamble. Also, like, some of them just look a little clickbaity. Like, any thumbnail that's like, I almost want to block you. Like, please, like, let's be for real, okay? So don't just try and do that. Like, you know, do what comes naturally, and it'll eat down in due time. Thirdly, don't do every trend. Like, as you go on your homepage, you'll start to see a couple of like similarly themed videos, or even if you're seeing a trend on TikTok and you're bringing it onto YouTube, which is, but there was a trend that I tried to do that was in makeup, and it's like I wasn't really posting makeup content, and then all of a sudden I'm doing this trend, this video on YouTube. Like, my audience like okay, we hear a girl, but like, what you doing? Kind of was the vibe, because it kind of flopped, and like, it just felt misplaced. It was like, you're not going to be able to do every trend, and that's okay. But the trends that you can do, you pivot, you jump on them, you pivot, and then you make it work. And that's just that on that, period. And just my biggest one is like, you have to push through the urge to quit. Because again, I keep on reiterating this, but again, I know how it feels to flop, and it feels pointless. It's like, bruh, I could be out with friends, I could be chilling. Like, I don't have to edit a video. I don't have to find music. I don't have to do all of this just to not even be paid what I want to get paid, or paid at all. Like, you don't have, this is optional. Mind you, it's optional. So imagine you're doing all of this. You think, oh my gosh, this is the one. You spend hours, maybe even days, and it flops. I understand. But it's like, if you like stop, you will never know what it's like to have something you create like pop off and reach people, and also provide you with a stream of income. That shouldn't be your end all be all, but it is nice, and I'm gonna acknowledge that. But it's like, you have to keep showing up. You have to push through the, oh my gosh, I'm flopping, I'm embarrassing, like, I'm embarrassed. Like, you have to keep on showing up, because that's the thing about flopping. Let's say your video gets 30 views, okay? Only 30 people saw it, like, and they wanted to see it. Those 30, it's like, people act like when you're flopped that your video got seen by 1 million people and it all, like, they got disliked by 1 million people. That's not what flopping is. Flopping is your video just isn't resonating, so it's not really being pushed out and people aren't seeing it. Nobody's really, if it's flopping, it hasn't been seen by a lot of people, which means it's less people to be embarrassed by it, because the people who did see it wanted to see it. But maybe it was just super niche, or maybe it just needed to be packaged a little bit different, or maybe you just needed to get to the point a little bit quicker, or maybe you just needed a better thumbnail, or a better title, or a better theme. Like, just keep on going, babe. I promise you. Like, you have to keep on going. Stop. If analytics is triggering you, if the studio is triggering you, just stop. And just take a moment. It's important. It's vital to take breaks when you need to, but don't take it for too, because when you get out of the habit of editing for YouTube, it is so hard to get back on it, but you must keep going, because your success is inevitable as long as you keep showing up. When you don't show up, that's when your success becomes just a chance. And I don't like operating like that. So okay, bonus hacks, just really quick. Series. People love series content. That goes for across the board: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Take us on a journey with you. Day one of doing this. Oh, I did this for a week. People love that type of content. Repurpose your content. You can turn long form into shorts, shorts into link them back to long. Like, always have like a call to action. Like, ask a question. If you want answers, ask questions. Like, also music really helps. Show us your personality. Have some razzle dazzle in the music. Like, I could give you a whole bunch of little tips and tricks, but there's no secret sauce, y'all. I hope that you really liked this video. I was getting really passionate, so I hope you can feel the love and the encouragement. But yeah, I feel like you like the vibe. So like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my platforms at Christelle Angel XO. Drop any questions you have below. I'm happy to answer, or maybe even make a part 2 if there's demand for that. Just let me know how y'all feeling. But this was great. I love talking with you, and I'm rooting for you. Much love always, and I'll see you in the next video.